see you, baby. Transparent as the smoke that's filling up my room. Elusive lover, can I touch you? Cover your brain with my passion. Fantastic hallucination. Can you taste my thoughts while I indulge in your liquid courage, babe? Feels like we're making love. Strawberry kisses from your sugar cane lips. Heaven must be right beneath this. Eyes to the ceiling as we to take me. Do you hear it? Can you take me there? I got a feeling that you gon' let me get it. I ain't talking about the sunshine. I got a feeling that you gon' let me get it. I ain't talking about the sunshine. I got a feeling that you gon' let me get it. I ain't talking about the sunshine. And I ain't talking about the sunshine. Could you be my high? Would you be my rollie when it's grind time? Couldn't work my employees. TV on my Apple bar. Feel it in your chest, girl. Like the cherry watch. Our vision is slow. Our words bold. My thoughts are I love the way this feels. Ribbons in the sky, blowing in the wind. Let's go a little further. It's something about the way we grind. It's something about the way you roll. It makes me wanna put our love and blow it in the air. And baby, I got a feeling I might just let you hit, and I ain't talking about the switches. Oh, I might just let you hit, and I ain't talking about the switches. Oh, I might just let you hit, and I ain't talking about the switches. I might just let you hit, and I ain't talking about the swishers.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I am Donte Payne, alongside the lovely Briana Marrae in the building. Hi, hey. Pretty.
Hey, yo. Hey, boo. What?
None. You just sound a little bit low, a little bit. Man, why is this up so high?
Hey, boo. Is that better?
Oh, yeah. But we do got another exciting show for you guys. And if you're tuning in or listen to us, you can catch us on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, as well as YouTube. YouTube as well. You know, if they type in DONPE1, subscribe, hit the bell, and then once I get to 100 subscribers, it will be Dragon Jump Pro is what the name's going to be once we get to 100 subscribers. But subscribe to the Dragon Jump page on YouTube. Follow us. And follow B-Ray Marketing Media.
On Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, all that.
Productions on Facebook, Instagram.
All that.
Just type in, whether you type in Dragon Jump Productions, B-Ray Media Marketing, you will find us. If you don't, you live under a rock.
Oh, you got these technology illiterate peoples, but
I ain't say that he did.
I did.
I thought it, but
But it is going to be another exciting show. We still got the drama with the Astros. We got a player who's been in protocol for 6 months, concussion protocol.
For 6 months, and in that instance, might as well just hang it up.
And we also got NBA All-Star drama. Well, not so much drama, but the best All-Star game in years.
Try decades. Let's just say the best All-Star game since the last 30 years it was in Chicago.
And we're going to jump right to it. We're gonna jump with the baseball. Why? So, if y'all been looking at y'all news, following, the main thing that's been in the news is the Astros. Here's my question. Go ahead, babe.
Well, I got one thing. So, a player from the Atlanta Braves, I don't know his first name, but his last name is Markakis. Anyway, he said every Astro needs a beating.
Yeah, that was kind of brutal. I did see that.
I was just like...
He was just like, every Astro needs a beating, but not only that, he's not the only player that's saying that. You got other players that's basically saying, like...
Every player is upset. You got Stephen A. Smith going on rants, and I agree that their World Series championship and ring should be confiscated and that they should be banned from the postseason this year. Dan Orlovsky went a little step further. He said 3 years. But they should be banned. I mean, you literally... When you think about it, think about this. The New York The New York...
What?
The New York Yankees, who are known for just smashing home runs, between games 1 and 2 and 6 and 7, they managed to score 1 run and 0 runs in Game 7.
That's why the Dodgers are still upset.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the Yankees.
Well, I'm just saying, the Dodgers upset, too.
When at Yankee Stadium, they scored 8, 5, and 6.
Well, look, you're going to have teams upset, but in all honesty and all fairness, I think the players should get a punishment, too.
They should have. Like, Grant, and if you gave them immunity, okay, so you know what your punishment should be? Give your World Series ring back.
They not going to do that. They already said they're not going to do that, but it should still be like...
It still should be suspension, something. And my God, Jose Altuve, if nobody else gets suspended but him, he is like the biggest jerk I've ever seen in my life.
Why is that?
Because he's sitting there like, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. We earned that World Series. Y'all didn't earn nothing. For 2017, it should be a big black circle, dark circle scratched out. There is no champion for 2017. Because you're not champions, you're cheaters.
Well, look, everybody's still upset, but like I said, I do feel like it should be not just like the GM and the manager get fired, but it should be punishment throughout the whole organization because it was the organization. It wasn't just...
It just wasn't the...
that includes the team.
Right. It just, they was over there banging on garbage cans.
Dean, it's a fastball. Swing at it. But no, that's the main thing that's been going on in baseball is that drama. But on the positive side, we do got a couple new rule changes that will impact the game. And one of those rules, I think I really liked the idea of that. It's called the 3-batter rule. So if you have a pitcher, for those who don't understand or don't know, let's say you was pitching, right? And then the manager pulls you out, brings in another pitcher. That pitcher must at least see 3 batters before he can pull it out. Because it was one instance where the pitcher came in for 1 pitch and was out the next pitch.
They should have been done that because it don't make no sense when you literally can. Because, they would pull out 2 pitchers in an inning and a half, and you're like, no.
Yeah, so.
That's a good rule. I like that rule change.
And that's just one of the new rules.
What's the other?
They might also have the umpires mic'd up doing, like, they're going to try it with spring training, which is, some spring training started already, but others is just a week or 2 away.
They need to, because sometimes you don't know what they talking about because you can't hear. So I do agree that the umpires need to be mic'd up.
So I'm down for that. And Wade Davis is ready to regain coach's role with the Rockies. He did suffer an injury and he did lose that role, but let me get that role back. Basically is what he said. Hey, let me get that out you.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. And like I said, Javier Baez said Cuz wasn't ready last season, but I feel like he said to start last season, I feel like he was like, we're going to be ready, got a different mindset. We're going to come in with different pregame rituals. We're going to do something different. We're going to be ready this year.
Different mindset.
Single man. You got that ass. Feel like a dog. You got that ass. Feel like a dog. Feel like a dog. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. Feel like a donkey. You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. Feel like a donkey. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 Hickory dickory dock. Look at that ass you got. You know the ones who be hating on you. Them be the rats and thoughts. They mad cause you the only one making all the money in the club. They mad at you cause the way that ass shake when they play. Get up. Yo got it. Get up. Break it down. Get up. Whole stage. Full of money. Go ahead. Break it up. All of these racks on your body. All of these racks on your body. Yeah. Look at them tats on your body. Loving them tats on your body. Yeah. Feel like a dog. You got that ass. Feel like a dog. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 Go bananas when I'm in. Get the towel when I'm fin. Legs shaking and you out of breath. Who the f*** you think you playing with? Huh? She want my baby. She must be crazy. I fucked up good to lay that wood and now she lazy. She wanna ride on my wave, yeah. She thinking she gon' get paid, yeah. She think that she got a body that I'm gon' be tricking off all of my paper. No. You gotta go. There go the dope. You got that ass. Feel like a dog. You got that ass. Feel like a dog. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. You got that song, yeah. Feel like a donkey. I go bananas in that monkey. 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 I'ma go bananas when I'm in that monkey. I'm gon' bring the camera, we gon' make a movie. Ride it like a phantom when I'm in that pussy. I'm loose, so I'm gon' eat that cookie.
Let's actually make a good smooth transition. Tim Tebow passes up the XFL to go to the NFL. Wow. To stay playing baseball, he's trying to make it up to the majors for the Mets.
Okay. Shout out to Tim Tebow. I mean, he's like, his football days are behind him. So he's ready to move on. Plus, he got a wife now, so, he happy. Let's just say that.
Oh, he was always happy. He's just a pretty boy.
No, he really happy now.
But in all honesty, I think Tebow would have been done fairly well with the XFL, especially because week 2 wasn't so much good. The famous quarterback that he's supposed to be the face of the XFL.
Matt McGloin?
No, Landry Jones, the former Steelers
quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is, and he didn't look too hot, but neither did Matt McGloin because he had a whole meltdown.
Well, let's put it like this: Landry Jones in week 2, no quarterback has thrown for 300 yards. He had 276. He was the closest. And week 2, yeah, it was kind of pitiful for quarterbacks.
Week 2 is bad, huh?
For quarterbacks, anyways. That's what I said. Landry Jones had 2 touchdowns, 276 yards. Like, that was your best. But all the other quarterbacks haven't combined for, like, as far as scoring, 17 points has been your high. Nobody has got past that as far as per game. And there has been more interceptions than touchdowns versus in NFL last year it was more touchdowns than interceptions. So it's even though it's just started out, they just feel like they need better quarterbacks, and
they do. But you gotta work out the kinks. But what did you think when you said XFL? You kind of gonna get all, I don't know if reject is the proper term, but you're gonna get all the second class citizens of the NFL.
Or third class citizens.
Or fourth class citizens, depending on your ranking.
But that's what I said. Some of the plays, I am excited to watch it, though, because them hits on...
Some of them hits be pop!
I was like, some of those hits took me back in the day when you had Walter Payton just run you over, or Jerry Rice coming at you, or the Jerome Bettis coming at you. It was like...
And you ran when Jerome Bettis came out.
It's just like those hits, people getting trucked, ran over. I liked it. It just not week 2. Week 2 was more all about the defense.
Well, you go with what works. Tater's doing some weird stuff behind the scenes, y'all.
But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. But it is another week coming up, and it's like our filler before
the NFL.
In anime, sometimes, speaking like in anime, we got filler episodes that it takes away the action, but this gives you the action. This is a filler that I would mind seeing.
It gives you some instead of just holding on to baseball for the next, God, how many months.
Hey, that's the XFL, though. But, it is what it is.
That it is.
Oh well, we go commercial free on this podcast of Dragon Sports Live, because I was like, oh, we're gonna do in between segments, we'll take a break, play a little bit of music, but I don't know, it's too hot and juicy talking about this young NFL and XFL, but NFL, Myles Garrett has been reinstated by the NFL, but he still claims a racial slur.
Wait, and what does he do after getting reinstated? Like you said, he's still saying that Mason Rudolph said a racial slur to him. He's claiming that Mason Garrett. Nah, Mason Rudolph said the N-word.
Mason Garrett?
Yeah, sure. Because they both tripping. Well, anyway, we go back to yesterday on present day. Head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin, came on First Take and vehemently denied Garrett's accusations.
Well, yeah, you taking up for his team, but
he's taking up. But he also said, if that were to happen, he has friends, people he's known in the Cleveland Browns organization. They would have said something to him. And breaking earlier on today, I guess former Browns GM John Dorsey came out and said that Myles Garrett did mention something to him about Rudolph saying a racial slur. You come out now after you've been fired? Yeah. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying, how can we really believe you when you waited till after you got fired to say something? But, so, looking at the video, right? I don't know if you went back to, I was watching that game. Do you think someone had to be said? Something had to be said. I don't think it's what he's claiming, because some people, I looked at the video, and even other people looked at the video and said, it looks like he says the B word. Either way. Which would ignite, but the B word is not racial. It's not racial, but either way, like. But he's claiming he said a racial slur, as in the N word. I don't think it was that. I think it probably was the B word. Which, in all fairness, if you call me the B word, I'm going to start ripping your helmet off too and trying to come at you. That's what I said. In all fairness, something was said, because it's like, you look at the video. I'm going to describe how it went. Because Myles Garrett wasn't not like that at all. So, all of a sudden, for him to like, oh, that's how you feel. Boom. I'm like. Because he walked away and they was like, oh, what? Grabbed the helmet. I'm finna beat your behind. Beat his behind with his own helmet. But that, that happens with, that happens when the game of football is a competitive sport, but sometimes people take it too far, and you don't know how to deal with it. It's just like, oh my word, what do I do now? And he went Cartman, y'all. And so on enough with that story. But anyway, congratulations goes out to Texas J.J. Watt. He did something that your hottest sports couple is eventually going to do. He married his fiancée in the Bahamas.
I ain't going to the Bahamas. I'll go, but I ain't going there for no wedding. We going there for a vacation. If it's going to be a wedding, it's going to be a vacation and a wedding. I ain't going to go just to the Bahamas just to get married and then come back. No, it's too nice and too pretty out there, but congratulations on that. And her name is Keila Ohai, and she plays for the Chicago Red Stars, which is the Chicago National Women's Soccer League team located here in Chicago, which I didn't know that.
Yes, well, look, congratulations once again on getting married. But so what you saying? We gonna do a destination wedding and honeymoon?
I ain't about that destination wedding. I'm gonna get married. We gonna go honeymoon. We gonna chill. We gonna relax. We gonna have some fun.
So where's our honeymoon there?
I don't know. It depends on where you want to go.
Vegas.
You go there. You go there with money. Come back with no money.
Okay, Florida.
I can do Florida. You know, that can be a reality because my granny has a timeshare out there in Orange County, Florida. We can go out there, chillax, hit the pool, put your feet up. I just hit my wrist, but it's all good.
I mean, I don't need to get married for that. Can we just make that happen in general?
True.
Spring break.
Speaking of Texans, though, they did cut veteran cornerback Vernon Hargreaves, who was dropped by the 49ers last year and then picked up because his lack of productivity in the game wasn't there. He wasn't giving the effort. Mm-hmm. So they cut him. Along with other mentionable cuts, we had Ravens cut veteran safety Tony Jefferson, who tore his ACL last year.
And lineman James Hurst.
Suspended for the first 4 games of the season for PEDs.
When will y'all ever learn?
Look, it could be he was doing a steroid, he didn't know. But the biggest thing that happened, that people are controversial.
Let me say it.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Because Jameis Winston has something that I want. Y'all don't know I wear glasses, but I'm going to get LASIK very soon. But anyway, that's what he had. He had LASIK eye surgery to correct his vision. He's nearsighted like me, which means when you're nearsighted, you can't see far away. So that would explain his 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Most people are joking he should have been Defensive Player of the Year.
That's actually pretty good. He should have been Defensive Player of the Year. But in his 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, he did have 5,109 passing yards. So it is a positive on that note. 19,737 yards passing is 7th best since QB since 2015.
Well, look here. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see the new season. I'm waiting to see him play for the Bucks, if he's going to play with the Bucks. Because I want to see how LASIK turned out for him.
I want to see.
Because if you still throwing interceptions like that, you might want to get your money back.
Look, I want to see too. And I'm like, here's another question. Why not wear contacts? They got sport contacts. They do have,
I know people that are in wrestling, basketball. They wear regular contacts and they just fine. So, bro, you just walking around blind?
That's what I'm like, you got to have contacts with something.
But I know somebody else that walks around blind. So,
who is that?
Your brother.
He's not as bad. He ain't throwing no 30 interceptions.
Well, he ain't an athlete either, but he can't know a foul from a free throw either.
We're not going to talk about him right now. But
he don't tell the truth. That's why he went to laugh.
True. But Jameis Winston, according to the coach, his coach said that in practice he does have goggles on when he practices, but you don't see those goggles on during the game.
Well, it's kind of hard to be goggles and
face
mask and...
Not really. The helmet protrudes out, so you would be able to...
But you forget the face mask.
That's what I'm saying. The face mask comes out, so you can still put the goggles in.
Okay, he like being blind on the field. I don't know.
Or you get a clear visor with your medicine put in it.
But now here's the thing. Okay, I understand you can't see far, so you throwing the ball, you can't see down. But what's the deal? You get sacked. You can see up close.
Turn around right into it. Sometimes you be some of those sacks you don't see coming, and then you get up like, come on, man, like block. But hey, he should be defensive player of the year. But hey, do you think he's gonna still be with them next year? Because he's a free agent, even though he's compared to other big name free agents. Where do you think they're gonna go? You got Breeze, you got Rivers.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know if Breeze is going to be a free agent. Because he made the breaking news today that he's coming back for the 2020 season. But will it be with the Saints? And there's also a rumor going around that if Tom Brady doesn't sign back with the New England Patriots, they're going to go after Taysom Hill.
Well, Taysom Hill deserves it. He also is a free agent, too.
Oh,
actually, all the Saints quarterbacks are free agents.
All the Saints quarterbacks are free agent. Bridgewater, Breeze, Hill.
Hill is like he's an all-around guy. He's not just...
But that might be a good fit for the Patriots if Tom Brady doesn't sign back, because you go from having a stationary quarterback to a mobile quarterback that can switch to a receiver. But, I mean, you guys still got Stidham.
I like Stidham.
That's what I'm saying.
He looked good in the preseason.
So I mean, you guys got options. I can't believe I'm sitting up here talking about the New England Patriots. Like, I give a crap.
Yeah, you got options, but I think some gonna work out. Like, I think Breeze gonna stay with the Saints for one more year.
Yeah.
Then he gonna retire. So we'll see what type of deal is that. That fiscal year starts March 18.
Right, because apparently, and here's if you didn't know, the Oakland Raiders are willing and prepared to offer Tom Brady a 2-year, $60 million contract.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, that's what I was going to just say, that you got Oakland trying to go out there. If they go after Tom Brady, what does that mean for Derek Carr? Like,
that mean he gone.
Does that mean he going to become the backup, or does he going to go somewhere else?
I mean, I think he might be gone. He might, because I don't think you're going to want to go from being the starter to backup, but you never know if that gives him a shot to win the title. But, I mean, I don't see any difference in that offense than the New England Patriots, because, I mean, they were really running the football down people's throat with Josh Jacobs, who, in my opinion, should have been Offensive Rookie of the Year, but,
Well... His that.
Just saying.
Nah, I actually agree with that, because he was putting the team on his back with his feet.
Literally, that's all I'm saying. Like, no disrespect to Kyler Murray, but
Kyler Murray was doing his thing, but
Josh Jacobs, the boy was running.
If anything, I should have think it should have been a two, the tie.
Like, when it was like the same thing with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, when Dak won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Everybody thought it should went to Zeke or should have been a tie. That's what that one should have been. Because I think that just should have went to Josh Jacobs. That's just me.
I think he should have got it, though. Like, real talk, I do got it. Oh, and what do you think will happen with Cam Newton? That's the big question that a lot of people is having, too, as well.
Hey, Chicago Bears, hook it up.
But you also got another veteran, you got Andy Dalton, too. Like, think about this.
And this is the weird thing. For whatever reason, I want to see Andy Dalton with Bill Belichick. I just don't know why.
I see. That part might work.
See?
Just saying, because Andy Dalton can throw the ball, and he can move a little bit. That might work. And then Belichick, it's like, if you get he got a decent line, he got a decent O-line, you got good running backs, your receivers just got to hold the ball.
Yeah, they would y'all.
And that gives you more weapons.
Because if I hear, and shout out to Ben Affleck who checked Max Kellerman this morning. If I hear Max Kellerman talking about one more time this man that fell off a cliff, Max, you talked about this cliff 3 years ago. The man went to 3 Super Bowls and won 2 of them. The only reason he looked like a shell of himself last year is because he had no receivers.
And his arm power is not
Okay, granted, his arm power is not there, but still, when you get it so close and your receiver just go...
Hit the receiver right in the chest and they just drop it or they can't hold it.
Right.
That's what I say. I can't blame... It can't be Tom Brady just for the blame or for the mishap of this past season.
Right, and that's what everybody is like putting the blame off on Tom. Like, that's not all Tom Brady. But yeah, I kind of want to see Andy
I can see all the Dalton in that.
Dalton.
I can see him in the Belichick scheme.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can actually see that.
Yeah.
But I also can see him like
because the Bengals are gonna draft Joe Burrow, who I have to say has came out and said that even getting drafted by the Bengals, he has leverage. I don't know what he mean by that, but you know.
Because he coming in as a man. Like, did you not see his LSU record? Like, did you?
I did. They went you had 2 undefeated teams in the college football championship. And LSU came back and beat them.
I just see his arm.
Joe Burrow is that dog.
Yeah, he was dogging. I'm just talking about the arm power. It's like you getting a young, arm power talented. That's why they got rid of Dalton. And I'm sorry, the backups for Cincinnati
suck.
Yeah. Go to the XFL.
Now, here's my question for you. Now, do you think if the New England Patriots pull off and get in Dalton, will A.J. Green follow?
See, honestly, I don't think A.J. Green gonna go. I think he's gonna, before they even get him offer, he gonna get picked up.
By who?
Let's see.
I say the Bears pick him up, but I say the Bears pick up everybody.
Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I can see the Bears picking him up. I can also see him going to... I'm trying to think of a team that has, like, one main receiver. Maybe the 49ers. The Saints, maybe?
The Saints actually probably would be because they got Michael Thomas, but they really... Who's their next best receiver? Ted Ginn Jr.?
But you also got to think about this. Who else is... Robbie Anderson is a free agent for the Jets. It was a couple decent receivers that's free agents. Mm-hmm. Like everybody's focused on the quarterbacks, but it was a couple.
Yes, it is.
Decent free agents, but it's a thing we don't know. Like right now, it's quarterback central. We even got a couple defensive quarterbacks released. We had Josh Norman, who was released by the Redskins. He's a free agent. And me, personally, I'm saying Bears, pick up Josh Norman. Keep Ha-Ha. Y'all already re-signed Eddie Jackson.
Right. You got Khalil Mack. And God, whatever you do, I'm hearing rumors that y'all might trade Khalil Mack. Don't be that stupid.
I don't think that. I think that's just solely a rumor. They not going to trade somebody who y'all just gave up y'all first-round picks for to get them. Like a first round, the second round. Like the Bears don't have a pick until the 43rd in the second round.
What the? Okay, whatever.
Because they traded they picks to get them, but that's what I'm saying. Like they got room, and plus you still got those 21 free agents. You got to see who you gonna bring back. Hope y'all bring back Nick Kowalski.
Right. But in the meantime, and in between time. Who else has gotten released now?
Josh Norman. He got released from the Redskins. And he looking for, it's basically a fresh start for him. So he like, and I got a feeling he won't stay, once the year starts, he going to be one of those first names off that board as far as quarterbacks. Browns cut 3 players. They cut cornerback TJ Carey, tight end Demetrius Harris, and guard Eric Kush, and linebacker Adarius Taylor. And that opens up huge cap space, $13 million cap space.
Nice, but also the Lions are entertaining trade talks for their
their star cornerback Darius Slay.
Yeah,
you can't get the words out. What's up with you?
No, it's like
a little drool coming down your mouth over there.
Apparently.
Yeah, and that's another person I think the Bears can go after. Like if you want that defense. Like, I will go after him too, because it's like we're there. We're just missing pieces.
Right, we're missing pieces in like this way and everything. But now, while we're talking about this, what do you think about AB's apology tour?
I think AB, like somebody said, he looked at his bank account and was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I need my money. I'm sorry.
Right, like, I think that it's the most transparent thing in the world. Like, if he has an agent, somebody said, okay, you need to do this, this, and this.
Plus, you know what else I think? I think this man suffered from bipolar issues, because how you go from screw this, I want my money, this team ain't this ain't that, Ben Roethlisberger ain't this. F
you, F that, F everybody up in here, to like, I'm sorry to Big Ben Roethlisberger. I never knew how good I had it, but Mike Tomlin had me rolling yesterday because they asked him about AB.
What'd he say?
And he was like, "We're praying for him as a man, but we have no business interest in him at this time." I was like, "Damn."
Because it's like you got to get your priorities straight. You got to get your head straight.
You know, they love him as a man, but we have no business interest in him at this point. I was like, "Damn, just shut that down."
He shut it down. That's why I was like,
shut it down. It was over with.
That's what made me think. I'm like, it's something severely wrong with you, where you just flipped the script. Like, hey, I apologize, and then 1 minute you cursing somebody out, then you apologize. It's like
cursing people out. You're the only person, I'm sure, that got a donation returned because they don't want to be bothered with you.
Yeah.
The police, they returned your donation because you cursed at the police.
Yeah, and it was a police lead. Little lead.
Right. The little league cursed out.
They said we returned that, but that is what's happening in the NFL. We will give you more up to date, ain't that right?
Of course.
Once we get information, like I said, the fiscal year starts
March 6th
March 6th or March 18th, something like that, one of those days. I get those days mixed up because there's a lot going on in that month. It's just what? Work. Business.
Like a feather, you let your touch on me, and my plane crashed down in your lap. In the glow, you burned on my flesh. My God, that's all I ever wanted. Don't feel ashamed, step inside and transform my car.
Goes.
Oh my eye burning.
Speaking of burning, it was raining threes this past weekend in the All-Star weekends. And we're going to give you a little recap of what's going on and what happened. And guess what? To kick it off, Stephen A. Smith
makes history as the first coach to get a technical foul in the game.
In a celebrity game.
In the celebrity game. Like, Stephen A. really. But now he was going ham, but he did make this declaration. He said he might play next year, and he said he's going to drop 50.
If that was the case, you remember when he was doing the shoot around with Harden and he couldn't hit nothing?
He like he ain't going to play next year because he said he going to drop 50 if he take a few defensive sequences off and he ain't got rumping down the court. So
that, and make sure your shoulder good. You know, you had the rotator injury.
Right.
But it was an exciting game. But the celebrity game was funny because Mike Wilbert literally had Chicago's finest balling. Let's see. And just to recap, you know, you had Chance.
Well, Chance was on Team Stephen A.
I'm just saying, you had Chance and his brother on Team Stephen A.
You had Common.
Lil
was on Stephen A. team.
And the most surprising with me was Mr. Duncan. I just think the man at the university shooting hoops the other day. I didn't know he was in the All-Star game.
Arnie Duncan got skills, though.
I play with him all the time, so
the man got hops.
I know that. Like, I know he got skills. I played with him. I was just surprised. I didn't know he was in the game.
Well, he was a surprise, but I will say this much. They did a beautiful job of a tribute to Kobe. It was an all-star, just overall weekend that Kobe would have approved of. So shout out to the NBA. Let me tell y'all about Saturday night.
Was that the dunk contest or was that the Rising Stars? No, that was
All-Star Saturday night. That was the skills 3-point
and the dunk.
Now let me just enlighten y'all a little bit. Now, Donte didn't know this, but I ended up going out Saturday night.
I was at work. What? And?
But I ended up by the United States because I have a friend. So we ended up at All Star. But you know, it is what it is. But anyway, man, the dunk contest. I'm gonna put on Front Street. Aaron Gordon got robbed. I'm
not gonna say he got robbed. But
no.
Wait. Let me finish.
I ain't done yet. The man got robbed because you had somebody throw the ball. This man did a windmill 360, slammed it down. Derrick Jones Jr. Speaking of him, he got a deal with Puma. So shout out to him. Congratulations to him. But to me, his dunks all look the same. Y'all was handing out 50s left and right. It should have been at that point when you got to dunk off. It should have just been a tie.
Well, that's what I was about to say before you interrupted me.
I think they were trying. That's what they were gonna do, but somebody clicked the wrong thing.
I'm just saying. I think it was a disagreement on the judge, but he also probably didn't want to see the dunk. He's probably ready to go. Whoever that judge was.
Apparently, you messed it up. But I mean, everything was good because then you go to the 3-point contest and it's literally Devin Booker versus Buddy Hield. Everybody think Devin Booker finna take it, and Buddy Hield just got hot.
Last second buzzer beater.
Got hot.
Last second buzzer beater.
For real. Got hot.
Because he needed 1 point and he got hit that money ball.
Got hot. I was like, woo. Yeah.
But Derrick Jones. But look, as far as that, I think Derrick Jones deserved it. Buddy Hield deserved it.
Bam Abadale.
Bam Bam. Shocked me in the skills challenge. That's why I was like, I looked at that. I'm like, this man hit threes back to back. He, dagger. And
that's what we on.
We had. It was pretty good. And then the Rising Stars challenge.
Zion Williamson.
That was pretty good in the beginning. It's just like the last minute it became a dunk contest, which I'm like,
it became a free for all.
These the first and second year players that like y'all doing 360s, y'all doing the 3 legs, like y'all haven't even got through the full year yet, and y'all already y'all haven't completed y'all training segment for year 1 yet. And it's showing this athletic balance. It's like, all right, Miles Bridges was your MVP in that game. And like I said, it was an overall. Team USA beat T-World last 3 years in a row. So ever since they added that Team USA versus the World format, I love that. I love it. But let's talk about this young All-Star game. This young All-Star game was the best because you actually had to play defense was actually being played.
They had to play defense because you
just
had
a little bit, not a lot, just
not
a little bit.
But you had to make a target score. Like, it wasn't just like you had the end of the fourth so people could just do whatever they want to in the fourth. You had to play until you got to that target score. The only thing I will say is, I kind of agree, I wasn't fond that it ended on the free throw, but
Hey, it was a foul though. He holded him. If because that was Giannis who picked up that foul. If he wasn't holding him,
they would probably just let it go.
It would have been an offensive foul.
Yeah,
because it was a push.
But anyway, best All-Star game, and then like we said,
he almost blew that because he almost missed the second one.
No, and this is insider information. So this came from Anthony Davis. He said he missed the first one on purpose to put more pressure on himself in front of his home crowd.
He is from Chicago. He is representing.
So that's why he did that. He said he missed on purpose because he wanted to put more pressure on himself. But he made it, and of course, got a shout out to Kawhi Leonard for taking home the first All-Star Kobe Bryant MVP award.
And I really like that format though, because like you said, that target score. So the target score was 157.
Yeah.
The score final game, but it was 156 to 157. Basically, it was an unlimited fourth quarter. No time limit.
Yeah.
24-second shot clock.
Yeah.
No
no time limit.
No time limit because you got to reach that score.
That target score. I like the format. I hope they keep the format next year because honestly, like everybody's been saying, best All-Star game, best All-Star game in a while.
I think it was pretty good.
Because, let me tell you something. The All-Star games have been so bad lately, I hadn't even watched them. So,
I still watch them for the fun. But it was just like, it gives you a little bit of defense.
But yeah, best All-Star game. Oh yeah, and we forgot to mention this in football, but we were talking about Redskins tight end Jordan Reed is still in concussion protocol 6 months after it hit.
Yeah, I think his season is done.
No, I think his career is done. The man has had 7 concussions over, a 6-year period?
I would just hang it up.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Just put them cleats, lock it up.
Pass them down. But switching back to basketball.
I love how the Bulls decide over All-Star Weekend that they're going to make front office changes. I've been calling for it, and finally the universe is hearing me. Thank you, God.
It's like, yes, they brought you 6 rings, but you got to think about Pastor was a player then. Gar Forman was there, but they've been in a tandem together, Gar Forman and Paston, since 2009.
Gar Forman got to go.
And
the last straw was when he hired Fred Hoiberg.
I don't think that was the last straw. I think it was more this season.
No, that's what they said. The major issue is he hired Fred Hoiberg,
who's a former player of the Bulls as well.
Right, and they said he had been advocating for him during the Tom Thibodeau's last year.
They should have kept Tibbs.
They should have kept Tibbs.
But, Tibbs is an analyst assistant coach. He doing his thing.
He's chilling. He's like, I'm good.
But, yeah, I think... Because you got to think about a lot of these other teams made changes. Think about if you had... We haven't made the playoffs in the last... 5 seasons.
Has it been 5 or 2 or 3?
5.
Okay.
Well, I should say we made the playoffs, but it's been 5 years since we... Yeah.
Since we had the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah. So it's just usually in that time, it's okay, it's time for a change. And I honestly believe that it's time for a change. Maybe we need a different GM and president to come in to help turn things around. But it's one of those things that Chicago lacks, especially with the White Sox. The White Sox did... Oh, wait, they the same person.
Yep.
because the White Sox just made their highest paid
signing ever
person. So it's like maybe he's starting to open up. Like, okay, I need to, help my franchise if I want. Like, especially if you in the third largest market,
you gotta work it. You gotta work it out.
You gotta work it out. But speaking of that, you might have Jim Beelan stepping down too as the Cavaliers coach. Possibility.
After he calls his team thugs instead of slugs.
Maybe they was playing like a bunch of thugs.
But no, they said he's had a really hard time transitioning to the NBA from a college level.
Yeah, because it's like you doing it. NBA is a whole different ball game. Mm. So, whole different ball game.
True that.
And that's what I'd say. Like, it's a whole different ball game. Did I mention that the Rockets may have forward help, big man help?
No. That is right. Houston Rockets to sign veteran forwards Jeff Green and DeMarre Carroll.
Now, Jeff Green can shoot the three. DeMarre Carroll can shoot the three. But they are more bigger bodies. That way, you don't have James Harden trying to do a jump ball against a center. I'm sorry. That looks so funny.
So funny and so disrespectful. But yeah, that's happening. And also came out earlier today, Kyrie Irving is replacing Pau Gasol as vice president of the NBA Players Association Union. And there is somebody that is not happy about that situation, and his name is former Boston Celtics center and champion Kendrick Perkins, who basically came out and said, I'm glad I'm not in the league anymore because that's the blind leading the blind. End quote.
Well, he just going, like...
But he's basing it off of Kyrie's leadership skills because he's saying, like, he got on Kyrie last year for how Kyrie handled the Boston situation.
I'm sorry.
Like,
I got to interrupt you on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's his thing.
Yeah. It's like, during the playoffs,
I'm going to back over here.
You just shutting your mouth instead of talking to the team, like, trying to motivate them. And I agree with Perkins to an extent of that, but it's just like, now you with your hometown team, Brooklyn.
And you still doing the same thing.
And your leadership is a little bit better than it was with Boston.
But yeah, he was not good in Boston. Like,
especially during the playoffs.
Yeah, when you 0 for 17 and then you can't even motivate your team. Like, this team in Boston made it to the Eastern Conference Finals without him the year before. The year you come back, and they balling without you right now.
Oh, that's because we got that that terrible four that's in
Yeah, what is it? Brown, Tatum,
look,
Walker.
I'm just gonna name
Smart.
Look, Brown.
Wait, when Smart scores 31 points and his 5 3-pointers. Continue.
Tatum has 39. But look, we're gonna name that. That's why I said they're a very talented squad. Tatum, Jason Tatum, mm-hmm. Gordon Hayward, mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown, mm-hmm. Marcus Smart, mm-hmm. Kemba Walker. And I'm going to even throw in Cantor in there, because Cantor's been balling, coming off the bench balling, grabbing boards, getting points.
He talked crap too much, but he cool.
But he like it at Boston. That's why when the trade deadline passed, he was like, thank God.
Thank God didn't nobody trade. Don't trade me to the Knicks. Who fired their president, Steve Mills.
They did. That's why I'm like, okay. Let's see what's got in store, what's going to go on.
You know, out of all the teams, I'm still okay with the Bulls because we are better than the Knicks. And Stephen A. loves the Knicks.
You said Stephen A. loves the Knicks, huh?
He a Knicks fan.
That is true.
Even though they suck.
That is true.
Even though they suck.
But we do got games coming up, so our NBA action would kick up this Thursday, starting with Milwaukee and Detroit. Milwaukee is 46-8.
Are we doing pick'ems?
Yes.
I got Milwaukee. I ain't going against that freak.
I'm going to take Derrick Rose. I'm going to take the underdogs.
Have you seen Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah, but I also seen when people play good defense on him,
Again.
The teams.
Again. And congratulations to Giannis. He's a new daddy.
Yes.
But again, have you seen Giannis Antetokounmpo? He ain't the Greek freak for no reason.
True. And then we got Miami, ATL. I'm taking Miami.
I'm taking Jimmy G Buckets in the Miami Heat.
Brooklyn versus the 76ers. Who you got?
This is a toss-up because both these teams in turmoil.
Well, I'm taking Philly because they're at home. They got the best record at the home.
They got better because I'm going to take Philadelphia.
Unless Kyrie come to play.
Whatever.
Bulls, Hornets.
I'm taking the hometown team, Chicago Bulls.
Jordan in the building.
That's if he show up, but I'm taking the Bulls. Who you got?
I'm actually going to take the Bulls.
Oh, okay.
And then you got Memphis, Sacramento. Wow.
I'm taking Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, even though y'all need to shut up about Andre Iguodala, but I'm going to still take y'all.
Well, he traded now, so.
They can let it go.
Yeah, they want to play him now. I think I'm going to go with Memphis.
Okay.
Houston and Golden State.
I'm riding with my team.
Of course I'm riding with Golden State.
The ship is sinking, but I'm sinking with it.
Hey, this is what I preach.
It's sinking this season.
I say, if we gonna tank, let's tank with dignity. Let's do it right way. Don't try to tank on purpose. Let's lose with dignity.
Let's not trust the process.
Let's not just put all third strand players in there. Yeah, let's not put third string players in there or G leaguers. Let's just lose. If we gonna lose with dignity. But if this small ball, if they don't have Jeff Green and DeMar Carroll in there, Golden State got the better small ball lineup.
We always have the better small ball lineup.
Especially when you got Draymond at the center, and then you put Cal up in that joint.
Right. Okay, so apparently he wants to take my phone with him. So, should I say what? Catch us next week?
It was just that it kept getting caught on my leg, but yes. You're going to catch us next week for another edition of Dragon Sports Live with your host, Donte Payne, and the lovely Briana Marrae.
Hey, y'all.
And on that note, I'm chucking up the deuces.
See ya.